This presentation dives into the differences of treatment between men and women in the workplace, more specifically androcentrism and sexism. Article after article read, there is an endless supply of evidence and testimonies of women being mistreated time and time again at the daily jobs they inhabit, whether it consists of respect for your superior in a business meeting or judgment of how well a medical doctor can efficiently treat a patient. Women are continuously scrutinized for just that, plain and simple, being a woman. In our presentations, we examine equal scenarios two different ways: how women are respected and looked upon versus how men are respected and looked upon. The format we took is that we each wrote our own skits for work-based scenarios and filmed them together. Each scenario consists of a woman in the hot seat and the other scenario a man.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. That's my application.
So what are your qualifications for this position?
So I have my master's in elementary education, and I also just finished my 10th year of teaching experience at my previous school, and I'm really looking forward to hopefully working at this school.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Sup, dog? Set me up. Yo. Hey, that's my resume.
Thank you.
Yeah, so,
So what are your qualifications for this job?
I got fired from my last job, so I was looking for another job, and I thought, teaching kids, that's easy. Anyone could do that, right? And I'm thinking, hey, maybe you put me in one of those top spots, right?
Right.
Yeah, word.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a
Hey,
nice
tap
day.
me up. Yo, appreciate it.
After reviewing your application, we decided to go with another applicant.
Well, I appreciate you interviewing me and taking the time out of your day for that.
No problem.
Have a nice day.
You too. Congratulations, you're hired.
Yo, pound it, dude. Sick.
In the first clip, a highly qualified woman is interviewing for a teaching position and is followed by a young man interviewing for the same position that clearly has less qualifications. Despite this, the man is offered the teaching position even though he seems very immature and inexperienced for the role. This scenario happens in the real world all the time, especially for women in their 20s and 30s, because employers are less likely to hire women of this age group out of fear that they will become pregnant and have to take time off to stay home and raise their children. These women have to face the mommy tax, where they have less income because they decide to stay home with their children. There needs to be more recognition and opportunity given towards the candidate with more qualifications and experience, and not letting the decision be based on gender alone. A study done by the University of Michigan suggests that both men and women would benefit from eliminating all forms of gender-based mistreatment through the institution of policies that promote clarity and transparency regarding the hiring process.
So pretty much, more sales means more profit, resulting in increased money.
Okay.
Right? You hear me?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So as you can see, when the profits...
Huh.
I'm trying to save our company from going under right now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
As you can see, when the profit rises... I'm done.
In our corporations video, we are shown two different scenarios. In scenario 1, we watch a presentation given by a man, where despite the low quality presentation, the audience is respectful and attentive. In scenario 2, we are shown a presentation given by a woman, and although this presentation is well researched and thorough, the audience disregards it, acting blatantly disrespectful. While the video is, in part, a bit of an exaggeration, the reality is that sexist attitudes run rampant within the workplace, and women in leadership positions are constantly set up to fail. It's not uncommon for women to feel ignored or excluded in the work environment. Women are typically not invited to informal social gatherings and therefore have a harder time networking as much as their male counterparts. When considering applicants for positions, women are often tossed to the side in favor of a man's former colleagues or friends who are also men. When women do finally get leadership positions, they're often given the position in a time where the company is already doing poorly, putting them at an increased likelihood for failure in a phenomena known as the glass cliff. Another possibility is the likelihood that their position will not lead to any top positions, and that they're just being used as a token leader. This is just another example of women doing twice the amount of work and getting a fraction of the pay and respect that they deserve.
How's it going?
Hey, it's
Hey.
going pretty good.
Yeah.
This table really didn't leave me a great tip.
Well, how much do they tip you?
It only took me like $5 on like a $75 check. So.
Oh, well, I mean, maybe if you like wore more makeup, I guess.
What do you mean if I wore more makeup?
Well, if you wore more makeup, like they would tip you more. You know what I mean?
I guess. Okay. Thanks.
Okay. How's it going?
Hey, it's going pretty good. What's up with you?
Oh, not much. Just been closing up the store, you know.
Yeah, well, this last table didn't even leave me that great of a tip. Like, I don't even know what happened, man. Like,
Well-
it's kind of bullcrap.
Oh man, that really sucks. I mean, I saw you too. You were like super professional.
Man, I know.
I know.
I don't know what I did.
Hey, you know what though? You'll get them on the next one, okay?
Yeah, thanks. I probably needed that from pep talk there.
Got you, brother.
All right, appreciate it.
In the service industry skit, we are shown two very different scenarios. In the first, a female server is asked by her male manager about a seemingly bad tip from one of her tables. After she tells him what the tip consists of, the manager suggests that if she wore more makeup, her tip might reflect that. In the other scenario, a male server is asked by his male manager about a bad tip from one of his tables. After he tells him what the tip consists of, the manager goes on to say how professional he was and also encourages him to keep trying and that he'll do better on the next table. These scenarios seem to be a good example of androcentrism, where more respect is placed on the male server solely because he is male. This androcentrist perspective is deeply embedded in American cultural norms and really acknowledged, even while we grapple with sexism and gender discrimination at the personal level and in our organizations and communities.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jackson.
Hello.
What's the problem?
My arm, it's broken.
All right, well, all I have to do is put a cast on it.
I'm sorry. You're a doctor, right? And I just want the best care for my child. Do you know if we could get someone else, maybe some just like a little more experience? Because you know, like if you break your arm, could like and like it doesn't get fixed perfect. Just maybe someone like different, you know,
Like a man.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like someone different, you know.
Okay, well, I'll go get you a man doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, Dr. Jackson sent me. I'm Dr. Michael.
Oh, nice to meet you. Hi.
Nice to meet you. What's the problem today?
My arm is still broken.
Let me see it. Oh, it's not supposed to do that.
Is there anything you can do to fix it?
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
In our first responders video, we show two scenarios, one with the female doctor whose services were rejected because of her gender, and the other with the male doctor who had no knowledge on how to fix the little girl's broken arm. Our whimsical portrayal shows real-life situations that happen in a doctor's office. A woman can have 10 times more experience and have been a doctor more than a man, but with ignorance, it can be ignored because of the person's gender. This is an idea of hegemonic masculinity, when men are perceived to be superior in subjects such as being a doctor or lawyer or any other careers. Hegemonic masculinity is when a male's traits are socially idealized or acceptable.
Being a woman is a full-time job. I wake up in the morning